Hello, Kato, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster wheel to happiness. Founder of Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light, the boot camp and the book. How are you? How has your week been? How are you? For me, this week it's another pink dressing gown day. House moves are fun, aren't they? Gosh, last year it tested my every single tool and technique in my being with all the grief that I went through as an individual and as a family. And certainly house moves, there's definitely highs and lows to house moving, isn't there? So it's a pink dressing gown day while I carry on decluttering. And I'm being prodded to say, what's your thing that you go to that's a comfort to you? Is it a comfort blanket? Is it, I don't know, a favourite drink? You know, for me, I know having a hot chai tea latte is always lovely. Is it a favourite thing that you do? I mean, for me, at home, it's my pink, red, fluffy dressing gown on days that I know are going to be big. And it is going for a walk in nature. So what tools do you work with that really comfort you? And just bringing that to mind. Right, so as always, I pulled out a card for you for watching this video, and so I was drawn to go back to Colette Baron Reid's deck, and it's really interesting actually. I received the Fear card, which is really interesting. I know for me personally, you know, until we exchange, you just don't know what's going on, do you? When you're selling and buying houses, you just don't know until you've got that piece of paper and you've completed and those keys are in your hand. And so for me, I'm definitely walking a line of right, well, I could either go into what if, or I can learn to just connect beautifully into some relaxation, which is what I'm trying to do. Don't always succeed. How can I weave in tools and techniques? So what Colette says about this Fear card, this marker is asking you to identify how fear may be affecting you on this part of your journey. Are you afraid of failure? Perhaps you're worried about success, and sometimes that can be the case. What happens if you do succeed in something and the changes it brings? It pushes you to be all you can be. Are you afraid of losing something that you don't yet have? Well, there you go. That's quite potent to me. Are you afraid of losing something that you don't yet have? That's me in the house exchange. Is your fear valid? I think, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's all going in the right direction. Have you seen actual evidence of adversity and trouble, or are you seeing false evidence which gives the appearance of being real? Fear is a crippling companion and indicates a loss of faith and connection to the divine. Remember that the goddess doesn't give you anything that you cannot handle. Fear comes from the part of you that identifies with separation, division, and form. To release yourself from it, remember that you are first and foremost an infinite soul. Look through those eyes and the fear will subside as you remember and you trust your way of the mystery. Don't struggle with fear. Look inside. See the part of you that is afraid. Send love and light and compassion inwards. This would be a good time to write an inventory of all your fears and their possible solutions. Once on paper, you may find that you've been afraid of fear itself. This is an auspicious omen of transformation. Well, I mean, that is speaking to me personally. And what happened when I was shuffling these cards is I was shuffling first time for me, and this card and another card came out. And I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. And the second time I shuffled for all of us community and I properly shuffled, and this card came up. And I think what I'm being, obviously, you know, for me, it's about, well, until we've exchanged, anything can happen in property, and until we've completed, anything can happen, because I know one of my neighbours pulled out of their house between exchange and completion. So until you have completed, so that I know that resonates with me. But what I'm being told to share with you, are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of attaining your dreams? Are you afraid of what you might lose when you achieve what it is you're wanting to achieve? Look inwards and love and compassion to that, and really sit and just think and talk and just feel into that and see if that resonates. If you want help working through that, if you want help, just, you know, that's what I do really. That's one of the things Shine Your Light's all about. I also do one-to-one sessions where we look at all of that. We look at what's the worst, you know, what happens if you get the dream? Because sometimes, you know, when you're working with manifestation, we can do a bit of self-sabotaging, because there's what happens if we get the dream? I know one of my friends, she was wanting to manifest living by the beach, and that's what she wanted all her life. And when she tapped into it, and when she fell into what she was afraid of about that, she was afraid of a tsunami. Gosh, I'm just realizing the timing of those words. I am sending so much compassion and love to those that lost their lives in the tsunami and the earthquakes this week. Sending love and compassion to them. Just awful, just awful, just awful, just awful. So, you know, in terms of a fear, that's a real fear, because of all these poor people that have lost their lives, and I've just got a wave of compassion for them. And that's where I have that reminder. For me, it's just a house. They've lost everything, and some including their lives. For me, it's just a house. That reminder. Anyway, so when she worked on it, she had to work through that fear of a tsunami. She worked through that fear, and she looked at obviously all the maps and the likelihoods, and she now lives by the beach. But sometimes they can be real fears, and sometimes they can be, what happens if I lose all my friends? And so it's that, you know, that's what we work on together. So for the dream you're wanting to manifest, what you're afraid of, what you're afraid you're going to lose, feel into that and see what flows. So that's your first card. That's our first card. For me, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It makes perfect sense for me. However, I'm being told to share that for you. So in terms of from my deck, we have got angels, which I think is very apt following that. Angels, your angels are around you now. They are watching and listening to your goals. They are there. I am getting that old now that I'm going to... They are there waiting with open arms to surround you and support you in your endeavours. Are your actions in alignment with your goals? Are you ready to start the work on a human manifest level so they may step in and help you on an ethereal level? Are you taking those first steps in the human world now? Just take the first one, see what happens. Your angels are asking you to take those first steps towards your dream, your wishes, and what you want to manifest in this world, and they will help you fly. The time is now. Take that first step. Your angels. And I think after that other card, that's a nice one. So thank you to our angels for supporting us and surrounding us with so much love. So I hope that served and supported you in the most beautiful way. Announcement wise, don't forget, I usually do a big event around it. However, lots of decluttering is going on in my world in between seeing clients. So no big event, but there is an offer, back to school offer, where you can get lots of extra courses for one price. So you effectively pay for Shine Your Light Goddess and you get lots of other courses for free. That bundle is available until tonight or Friday, whatever. It'll tell you on the link. I should know. Once I move, I'll be so much better at all of this. But that's a short list offer. So because sometimes you need a nudge to do some self-care. It includes Spiritual Foundations 101. It includes 8 weeks of mindfulness. It includes lots of magic, and it includes, if you ticket to the in-person retreat in the Hen Shop in Avebury. Can't wait. And includes a ticket there. If you've already bought that and you want to upgrade, then just send me a message and I'll just send you a coupon for the amount that you've paid, because we've got you, I've got you, you know, I've got you. So that's the announcement. Aside from that, I am going to continue on with some decluttering whilst weaving in self-care. Have the most wonderful and amazing and incredible week. Enjoy so much. I hope this pink fluffy dressing gown message has filled you with kindness and compassion and love. Have the most magical week with so much love. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com. Have a wonderful week. Take care.